All right, guys. Welcome. My name is Ty. I've been trading the market for 6 years now. Recently been in trading future about 3 years now using prop firms. Tell you a little about my experience as a trader. When I started trading in this field, there were really no prop firms. You had to really use your own money, and I was trading options, and wasn't doing well. I will be honest. In the first couple years starting, I lost about $30,000 in my own pocket, and that's just real money, you know. But I didn't give up. Kept on trading, kept on learning. I figured that's my tuition to learn a new trade, to a new not new trade, but a new skill. So that's why I kept on pushing. And fast forward here, I'm doing a lot better. I'm making me more profitable, more consistent with my trade, redefine all my strategies, and I've got a lot of um, interest. Like a lot of you guys want to learn how to get into this trading world and not know how and what's it all about, prop firms. So I'm gonna explain that to you guys. The 2026. This is how some of the industry has changed and what to look out for, what company to trade with, etc., etc. So for all you new guys, Topstep, Topstep, right here, Topstep, just type of Topstep prop firm. Once you make an account, you're logged in. This is the dashboard, the new dashboard. There's probably some KYC you have to go through. There's probably some tax document form you got to fill out because you're basically getting 1099 at the end of the year. Okay, you're kind of self-employed. Um, that's how they treat it. They will send you a 1099 of all your profit that you made, and you fill out those tax just like a small business would. Okay, once you're in, you get this dashboard. So with prop firm, the rules are simple, very simple. Prop firm has two options: standard, and then there's no activation. I'll go through that. The difference. Okay, so standard, you got a 50K combine, or 50K combine, 100K combine. See the price difference, 150K combine. The difference is that the profit target. So on a 50K combine, this right now, when you buying this, it's like a test, your first test. $50, they give you 50K combines, but in actuality, it's only $2,000 that they're giving you to play with. So you lose more than $2,000, you blow this account up, you lose $50. The goal is for you to pass uh, their combine test, which means you pay $49, right? 49. Your profit target is $3,000, so you have to make more than $3,000, or just a little bit more than $2,000, and they will pass you. You go to the next stage. You have about a month or more to pass this. But let's say within a month to pass it. If you don't pass it, you get a rebuild, meaning they're rebuilding a $50 again to try to pass it. Okay. They do have a call a consistency rule on combines. 50% consistency rule. What does that mean? That means you can only make up to $1,500 a single day. So if you're looking at the math, you have at least the fastest you can pass a combine is within 2 days. Let's say you make 1,500 one day, cool. That's it. That's the max you can make in that one day without going over their consistency rule. So the next day you make another 1,500. Okay, cool. That's $3,000. You're good. They'll pass you. Once they pass you, your next phase is called a sim funding account. Now you still pay for trading, but the sim funding 50K account is called express account. It's called an XFA for short. What an XFA does is the same kind of rule, except there's no consistency rule in sim funding account. Meaning you can make $5,000 a day if you wanted to. You won't be punished by it. Okay, but they still have that $2,000 drawdown. So realistically, you still working with a $2,000 limit in a 50K combine. I mean 50K account. So within that $2,000 drawdown, all right, it's an end of day drawdown. Meaning, okay, let's say first day you made $100 or 150. Let's put 100 because here's another rule. Topstep said you need to make more than 150 for 5 days to get a payout, and that payout has to be 50% of your balance. So if you made $1,000 in 5 days, you can withdraw $500 real money. So just remember, you're trading in a sim funding account, paper trading. But when you withdraw money in this express account, they withdraw real money out. Okay, and then you have to pay you have to pay once you pass this in the their standard combine account. You have to pay their activation fees. Okay, the activation fees is $129. So your total investment so far is around 170 ish. Okay, you see about 180. Let's round up like 180. That's your total investment if you pass the combine and then perform the activation fees. That's 180 total investment so far. That's your total investment so far. Once you lose if you pass, let's say you blow up the XFA account, like you made it to the fourth day and then somehow you blew up your account, max drawdown. Cool, doesn't matter. You only lost 180 your investment. That's it. Okay, that's the power of combine. I mean, proper. You're not gonna lose more capital than you already have in it. You only lose what you just invested in. That's it. Now going back, let's say in the 5 day trading days of XFA that you made, let's say you made $3,000, right? On the 5 day, you get to withdraw half that. That's $1,500 cash in pocket, right? So the rules are simple. Pass the XFA stage, 5 winning days, $100, $150 and more. You get 50% payout. You can continue doing that once you get a 5 winning days, it resets again. So you get another 5 winning days, you get to withdraw 50% again. You get another 5 winning days, you get to withdraw 50% again. Up to I believe 5 times. So let's say your fifth withdrawal and you that profitable, you withdraw again, then they will likely send you to a live account, meaning now all that profit balance you have in that account, they're gonna give you an option to withdraw some money out and or leave it, and they'll transition to a live account, meaning you become a professional trader with them in real money market. So you'll be in their brokerage with real money trading, and then from there on, there's other rules like I forgot to mention that your first $10,000 there won't be a 90-10 split, but after $10,000 profit, let's say you made more than $10,000 profit with prop firms with them, Topstep, then it will start taking a 10% cut every single time you withdraw. So if you made $1,000, you're gonna get $900 withdraw, right? That's 10% that cut that back. Just that's how the game. That's how it works with prop firm. They're gonna make some money, right? Most of the money they make are from people blowing accounts. Other half of money, the 10%, the 90-10 split, is just their risk mitigation their risk to limit their risk exposure. That's all. Um, Now you can have 5 of these XFA. Like let's say you pass 5 combines, so you have 5 accounts, and you can copy trade 5 accounts. Like meaning they have a built-in feature in their platform where you just trade one account and it'll copy trade off of those other 4 accounts. You get what I'm saying? So you make 500 in this account, you're making 500 other accounts. Simple as that. That's when you start to advance a little bit more and you trade and create more confident. You can start to do copy trading and leverage uh, the power of copy trading, which I do. But that's the simple part of picking out one of their common. This is how you get started. So their other option is the no activation fees. Remember I told you about activation fee in the first one? Well, this one has the no activation fee. The price difference increased a little bit. So you're paying $89. That's it for 50K combine. Same combine, same rules. But this time, once you pass it, you don't have to pay the extra activation fee. That's it. So it's a little bit cheaper in a way, right? You're avoiding that $129 of activation fee. With a little steeper price, but I think it's worth it for myself. If you're more experienced in trade, as the further you go along as a trader, the more experience you have, and you're like, you're confident, like, I can pass this. I'm not worried about activation fees because I know in passes. Then yeah, go with the $89 one. But if you're like still new and you're like, I'll go with $50 because I'm still new. I want to learn how to trade. I'll take my time. I'm not in a rush for anything. And then once I pass, I'm okay with paying the extra $129 for the activation fees because you start low because $49. I mean, 50, yeah, $49. Pretty much $50, right? It's pretty cheap, and you can blow this twice, and if you can fail twice, and it doesn't hurt you as much. But if you fail, twice, and it start hurt your pocket, right? So everybody has their own path. There's no right way path to go about it. It depends on your level of experience. I personally suggest the $89 instead, just just because there's no activation fees. But if you're like really really new and you're just not confident, go with the standard. Okay. Once that's all done, you purchase your combine. All right. And now you pass the combine. This is how it looks like. I'm going to take you to a different screen. Now I'm gonna take it to a different screen now. Okay. All right. So let me try to make it bigger. All right. So this is their trading platform. This is Project F from Topstep. This is called Project X. Okay, I'm gonna go through all this for you. This is called a Exceed Express account. This means I'm trading a sim funding account, meaning everything I make right now is considered to be paper money, but when I withdraw it, it's real money. When you're in the combine, it will look like this. It will say trading combine on top. All right, this is a 50 account. This is considered a combine account. Now, when you blow a combine account, you're still going to see it here, and you can use it as a practice account. It doesn't hurt you at all. Doesn't affect anything. I keep those failed combine accounts here just for practice account. So I'm gonna go on it right now just to show you how the functionality of this platform is, how it works. Some of the basic, very basic feature. All right. When you have yours, it might not look like this. You might have some other stuff going on. You can start to X those out. Leave your setting like how I have it. If you want to make it simple, I have the order on. I have uh this is the buy, this is the sell button. Okay. Flatten all is when you just want to make sure everything's closed. There's no hidden or anywhere. You flatten all or cancel all, right? Buy, sell, pretty simple. Contracts, M and Q. Make sure that lines up with this right here. Change the symbol, right? One way you want to do, first thing you want to do is see this link here. You go to indicator. I think it's an indicator. No, sorry. It's not an indicator. It's right here. Add link. First thing you want to do is click the add link button. It'll have an instruction what you got to do. But all it is you get this indicator here link. Make sure the color is red or blue, whatever color you want. Make sure it matches what's up here in the order. Because every time you change to a different symbol or instrument to trade, it has to match. See, I went to gold, and now this chart is in gold. Now switch back to micros and the Q, NASDAQ. I'm back in NASDAQ. So you make sure that's lined because sometimes you don't link this up. You could be trading, you could be looking at a gold chart, and then you still, and up here it should be Nasdaq in the queue, and you trade a Nasdaq, right? So it's all off, and it could screw you up. So to make sure that is correct. Second thing to look for, add on your chart. I like to add this on my chart as an indicator wise. Now I'll go through it. Go back to it and then Q. Anytime you put a star on something, I mean that'll be your favorite. It will pop up always on top, so you know how to get to it easily instead of searching for the ticker. The second indicator I like you to have is EMA cross. Okay, so let's go to all right, go to indicator and type EMA, and you see EMA cross right here. I click on it, and you can put a star as your favorite, so you know where to get to if you get lost. And then I go to the settings. I want to change my short here to 9 and then my long to 21. Now I'll explain that. Okay. This right here is your time frame. 1 minute time frame, 2 minute time frame, 3 minute, 5 minute, etc. etc. Every chart is different time frame. Okay, and I'll go through strategy over time frame and what that all means and all that stuff later on in the other videos. But this is right now just super basics, so just bear with me. These are time frame. Have those time frame as your favorite. You can click right here, tuck down here, click the 1 minute, start off to 15 minute, hourly, daily, and weekly. Have all those as a start for you, so you can have it all up here to fast get through, right? All right. Every time you click here, you see it. And sometimes you click and your chart goes a little berserko, like just off. You can right click on the chart also, and then you can reset chart view. Okay, that way just everything needs to be more clear. All right, I'm gonna go back to the 2 minute. Here we go. This is 2 minute chart. This is live or not. Market is live, but I'm on a combine account, so it doesn't affect me if I take a trade, whatever. So I told you guys about the 9 and 21 EMA. This green line here, that's the 21 EMA. Moving average. This red line here, that closest track here, that is called the 9 EMA. So 9, 21. 9 is more faster. 21 is a little bit slower. Okay. Have that on. You know, indicate. You can see how price action kind of just like follows a 9 EMA. So that's kind of bearish, right? Even underneath 21 EMA. So when do you want to go bullish? When it breaks out above the 21 EMA and see high, that's when you want to go long. But for now, this looks like it's short. It's been shorting because it's been respecting the 9 EMA, right? But that's another story. I'm rambling. Let's get back to basic trading. Okay, so you don't all this. This is all my level. This is all the drawing tools. Here we go. Drawing tools. Everything you need to draw tools and levels are right here. Go ahead and play around with some of the functionality of it. Some things I like to have and have a star, and maybe you wanted this too. Trend lines, horizontal lines, star that. Horizontal ray, draw that. So like those, star those. This is another important one is Fibonacci. Star that. And this is my favorite here. Long position and short position. See? So why do you like that the most? Let's say I decided to go long, right? It'll measure. It'll keep the measure so you know what you're doing. Your risk. Normally I want to risk 1 or 2. 1 or 2 right there. You don't have to be perfect. So let's say I enter long here. My profit takes is right here because I have a measure of 1 or 2. I'm risking $50 to make like 200, right? That's what it really is. It's a measurement. Same with short. If you have short, here's the short right here. You want to short something, bam. All right. Let's say you enter here. This is your stop. Okay, I want at least 1 or 2, and boom. Now you know where your take profit is going to be. This right here. This is where your stop is going to be. So I like this tool for that reason. Next tool you want to have on as a favorite, it's one of the drawing tools here in the brush, the rectangle. This is good to draw zones and level right here. See, draw a zone. You can mess with the settings, how you want it to look. You can extend it for right, extend it for left. I usually extend it for right. You can change the color. You can get rid of the midline you want to. You can get rid of the borderline. There's a borderline sometimes. But here, look. If I put it, you can see the borderline. Get rid of that. I just get rid of it. I don't need it. I just want a box. The size however you want. This is good for drawing out zone. As you can see here, my 15-minute chart. I drew some zone from the square box. Okay, this is my support zone. This is my resistance zone. Right. So when it comes near my zone, I'm looking for short. So it's for clarity. But I like that tool. Okay, so done with this tool thing. Let's go back to some more functionality. See here, this Trader Hub. Click on that. Trader Hubs has been very important throughout the day. You want to look at that. This is where you get all the economic events and data at the time that comes out. You know, here you see today we don't have much. Come on to the data. You have the timestamp of when things release. sometimes CPA, CPI, PPI, all those fortune economic data gets released, or maybe a Trump meeting, something like that. They all have a timestamp. So it's important because when you're trading, you want to understand when you're trading and why you gotta be cautious at a certain time zone because news and data will move the market really fast, and you want to be caught in a position where it could really kill you. So pay attention to this every morning. Just look at the time, see what's important. Usually, the important things are highlighted in red, I believe. But anyway, I would inform you anyways in my Discord what to look for, what data to look for, so on and so on. They also have earnings and stuff that they have Pfizer earning here. See, they have earning companies like AMD reporting after hours, SMCI reporting after hours. All right, on the next tab here, this is pretty much your dashboard of your performance, how well you've been trading, such and such. This is my XFA. It's telling me my total P&L. So my total balance is $1,761. This account, like win rate, all this other stuff, right? 1 to 8 reward ratio, all this stuff. It charts, how well I'm doing. This and that. You have to tell you what your best days are, your worst days are. Um, your average winning trade, average losing trade. You always try to keep your average losing, less than your winning. I mean, yeah, less than your winning trades. So, um, and they will tell you like, as a trader, you can start see how you are holding a trade. When is your best trade? Like, are you more profitable holding longer? Are you more profitable holding shorter? Or you lose more if you hold longer? You give you that statistic, right? And then you got the monthly chart of your P&L. This is important just to track how many winning days you have, so you can get a payout. So this is my second winning days on these three accounts. I need pretty much 3 more days. So Friday, if I can get a good week, I can take a payout, right? So that's how you track it. And then here we go, settings, risk setting. Risk setting is very important. For those who are new and trading combines, I suggest you leave this alone. Don't worry about this. That's for me. On the personal day profit take, I will always set at 15, 10, something around there. So why do that? And then put that as liquidate. So when you're trading, right, you always have a stop and take profit. Sometimes the market moves so fast, you get this thing called slippage, and it could wick you over it so much that what you call it, you go over your profit consistent rule, and you don't want to do that. If you go over it, you have to lose a little bit some money just to get to 15, say around $1,500 to be safe. If you go over it too much, then you have to then Topstep will make you trade a little bit more money just to pass you, right? So you don't want to go through that headache. So you set your profit take at 15.10 just for a day. So no matter what you do, when you reach this profit target, it's gonna automatically lock you out. Not lock you out, but just close your account, and then you can decide to lock it yourself. But it says liquidate. If it liquidate the block, then yes, it will liquidate you and then block you from account. You can't trade for the day until the next day. So I will always do that for a combine and save. Okay, that's just little tips and tricks there. But once you get into a combine, XFA stage, you don't have to worry about that. But you do have to worry about personal daily loss limit. That's PDLL. I always set mine at least $400 or $500. Meaning, if I lose more than $500 that day, my account will be liquidated. I mean, it will automatically close that position. And now I have the option of, okay, do I want to continue trading, or should I just block myself out mentally because I'm in a bad day, I'm losing money? Lock yourself out. You can always fight another day. So that's why I have to liquidate right there. That's just a backup. You always have to be disciplined, right? And then TV live. This is, you click on here, you pretty much send you YouTube, and then you can watch them trade live, right? This is all the guys who are on Topstep, some of the hosts and all the trade, and watch them, learn from them if you want to. Um, that's another option. See, that's the basic of everything here that I need to know about trading. Okay, let's just take you to a trade. Okay, practice trade. Let's say, all right, now I want to go. This market is looking like it's bearish right now, breaking structure here. But this is minus support from yesterday. So looking at a 15-minute time frame, always look at higher time frame. We saw a little bit of bounce here, okay, but it's also a little bit of bounce down here. But market's been just selling off, selling off. Let's say I think, you know what, I think market's gonna bounce from here. For the heck of trading, we're gonna go back into the 2 minute and we're gonna take a trade just for the heck of it. I'm gonna go long here. This is contract. It's 1 contract, 3 contract, 5 contract, 10 contract. You can also go to contract and type it down yourself, or just use the shortcut for how many cons you want to put on. We're trading micros. Now micros are like $2.50 every tick, I believe. Or so watch this. Here's 1 con, and this is long. See how it moves? Okay, and you could click it and drag it. If I drag it up here, this is to be my profit take. So if this moves up here and it'll hit this target where I want it, it's gonna take a profit of $93. And if I drag it down, let's say I drag it down right here, previous day low, this is my stop, meaning I'm risking $52 to make $93. Okay, so this is your stop loss, this is your take profit, this is your current balance of the trade. Right here, right now, you're losing. It's more and it's coming down. So this is how you do it. So when you're in a trade like this, you can also add. Let's say, oh, you know what, I want to add some more. All right, but here I have 3 buy. Now I add 3 more cons. Okay, now it's going up. You see how big your jump is, the move is. Now you have 3 cons. The more size I add on, the more risk. See, now my risk is now $196, but my profit take is $384. See, by adding more size. Now let's say it's going up like a certain much, and you want to lock in some profit. Okay, then you go sell. Remember, when you're buying something, you long, and then want to take profit, you want to sell. Okay, I want to sell like 1 con here. Okay, cool. You just sold 1 con. This thing's acting up though. Supposed to be selling 1. Oh, there we go. You see how number turns to 2? Because you just sold 1 con. Now it's continuing to go up. Okay, and you can trail up. This is when I said trail, candle by candle. I'm going to trail this candle low. This is my stop now. If it continues to go higher, I'm going to trail some more. All right. So this is how you get in and out contracts. Let's say, oh man, something happened. The system want to crash, blah, blah. You know what to do. You're panicking. Just flatten all. And it will close everything as it is. Or cancel all. Now all contracts is closed. There's other ways to do it. Here's called a limit order. What you said? Let's say you right click here, limit buy. I'm gonna limit by 5 cons. What that means is when the candle comes down to this limit buy, it'll position to go long because you're saying I'm waiting for this to come back here, this level of mine, and then I'll go long, right? For example, I'm gonna go chill. Watch it. See how I touch it, and then now you're in the long. That's how limit works. Okay, you also limit sell. Right click, limit sell. So remember, once when you're buying something, you're going long. When you're shorting something, when selling something, you're going short. When it says limit sell, it's like a take profit here. Look right here. If it comes up to it, it's gonna take profit. I'm gonna hit it. Hit the line. For example, there we go. Touch it. You see that? Now order fill. Remember, I was in 5. I limit sell 5. I took profit 5. All right, simple as that. Some other things. Market buy is just market buy, same as this. That's all it is. You buy right in the market. Limit buy means you have a certain price you want it to come to before it triggers your order. Market buy is you don't give a shit. You just like, I like this move. I want to be in it. Okay, you're not waiting for nothing. I want to be in it. And that's why I use market order. I like a price action. I want to be in it. I'm not waiting for it to come back a certain way. I have that in my mind already. I don't need to set a level because sometimes you set a level and it come back, it doesn't never come back, and the move goes, and you're just mad at yourself, right? So I always take a chance to market order it. And exit here. What else is there? Yeah, let's go through what's the difference between M and Q and NQ. This is M and Q, meaning it's the micro Nasdaq. Here is NQ, same kind of chart, same kind of thing. They move pretty much the same. And someone argued that it moves a little bit different. That's because M and Q move along with NQ, but they're pretty much similar to me. The difference is one contract of NQ, one con is equal to about 10 contracts of micros. So that's a lot. Watch how I move. I'm gonna go short here. Okay, look at that. Look at the difference. From this move to this one is $800, and my stop my stop is 800. So if you're new to trading, don't be trading the minis. This is called minis. Okay, NQ minis. You see this? Doesn't take much for you to lose a lot of money in the minis, but doesn't take much for you to make a lot of money also. So, but it's more dangerous for new traders. I don't recommend it on a 50K account. You have $2,000 drawdown. One wrong move and you're like jeopardizing your account, your balance, right? So don't go this route. Please don't. Until you're more experienced with combines, then yes, this is the way to pass faster. But if you're not there at that level, just don't touch. Don't touch anything that doesn't have an M in front of it. Anything that has an M in front of it is called micro contract. It doesn't have an M in front of it. Doesn't have it, except for silvers. But silver is still dangerous. I'll show you silver how it trades. Silver is like worse than this. Like what? Ridiculous. Okay. I'm gonna exit this. I'm gonna show you guys silver. This is the new crack of the trading world. Everybody's into this. Watch me hit buy. All right, this is one freaking minis. You see that? My stop was right down here. I can lose $1,465 off that. I also make about $1,500 off that. But that's just one micro. One micro. Are you kidding me? This is how silver moves. That's why a lot of people are making money off silver, and a lot of people are just blowing account off silver because they like this adrenaline. They like this high risk game. We're not playing that game. We're nowhere near playing it, especially with our account. We're not touching this shit. Okay. Um. Yeah, let's go some other things. Okay, so M2K is small cap, which is also RTY for micros. This is IWM if you guys are into stocks. That's another Timber I like to trade sometimes. And then the next thing a lot of people should trade is called SPY, which is called MES or ES, right? ES right here. I should like it. ES is pretty much the S&P 500. It moves almost similar to Nasdaq, except a little bit slower. But a lot of people like this to trade this too. I don't mind it at all. But I always trade in micros instead. But MES is the micros. See, says micro S&P 500. Boom. Highlight that. Same chart, same thing. You see, on one single, it's $2.50 ticks. See the difference? You're risking $55 for here, and then to make it $6. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Is risk management. Don't try to risk too much when trading, right? Okay, so just going through the trades, guys. What else you guys need to know? I think that's it as far as this whole platform goes. That's how you execute trades. It's how you um close out trade. My long and short. I show you guys all of that. How to add position. How short. Other videos I will start talking about strategy, and I have those videos on already, so there's no need. Just look at my YouTube channel on strategies. When you start trading live with me, I'll explain more into detail so you can learn as we go. But this is for all the new trader who wants to get into prop firms. I suggest you guys go to Topstep. as your #1 easy, friendly to use platform. Now, here's the caveat: they do have a lot of issues with the platform going bad. Like these people just can't execute orders, stop out this and that. It happens. It happens to a lot of sites, but I think it happens more than not. Okay, but they're fixing things and they've been better. One to keep in mind is see this here refresh rate. As long as you get green and not red, you should be okay. If you see red flickering up here, then yeah, don't try to check a trade because something's wrong with the site and you don't want to get caught in a position and not be able to close it out. Then you have to go to support and they'll have to like do all this time and then they'll reimburse you your money, yada yada yada. It's a headache. So be aware of that. But okay. Hope that takes you long. Hope that helps you guys know how to get started with Topstep. Once you guys in, you guys in Discord with me, and then we go from there. Peace.